Welcome to this week's episode of Into the Black. As always, I'm your merciful and generous DM, Lincoln. Tonight, my players are Jake playing Pissed Off Pip, the manic mechanic, in the top left-hand corner. In the top right-hand corner, we have everyone's best friend and Brandon, playing Clobbering Clob, the techno-minotaur. In the bottom left, we have Alex playing Paranoid Percy, the observant operative. And finally, in the bottom right, played by Lily, Massive Maynala, the buff bureaucrat. When last we left our heroes, they had helped the wife of one of the free captains, Celeste, recover her stolen eggs, children, basically.
Yep.
From some kind of strange egg-thieving, reselling cartel.
Accurate.
Narrowly making it away with a shuttle. And along with a lot of other salvage and a lot of good loot from that one. They made it to Aposte for some delicious Italian food, and also picking up some psychic blocking technology from a really weird android who wanted everyone to play video games with him. But they have better things to do. And Percy probably doesn't even like this expansion anyway.
It's possible.
They lost the grip on the story.
And all the
lore is all fucked up now.
And all the new items, just make all the old stuff. Just
Why
not
did
even
they burn
viable.
the tree? Never mind.
A real question.
We're not bitter, we promise. And then, as you were leaving, Percy picked up some cool ocular implants he's going to get installed later. As you were leaving, someone was following you, and when you confronted this person, you found it was actually two people, two kobolds, standing on each other's shoulders in a spacesuit. So you've taken them with you back to your ship to interrogate them, and you've taken off and flying back out into space.
And we specifically also scanned their suit for trackers.
And didn't find one.
Nope.
We didn't find any, yeah. As
So,
Percy would say, it doesn't mean they're not there. It just means we didn't find them.
so you're taking off. You've taken off. Who's driving right now? Who's flying?
Pip, are you?
It could also be one of the NPCs.
I'm driving. It's fine.
Cool. You're flying.
Can
You've
I
taken off.
No, the automated self-sufficient hovering operator limited edition can only fly himself. I could.
What do you mean
he could
Claude the
interface-
asshole is driving right now?
Dak turns around and pulls up his little computer, and he pushes a button that plays a little, boom, a little rim shot. And then he goes back to what he's doing.
Dax is great. I want
Give
Dax
him
with me
a
all the
sound.
time.
I finished my soundboard.
It's excellent.
Dax, go ahead and do a round of applause for yourself.
It's kind of crunchy. Like the audio quality's not very good. Where are you holding your two prisoners?
So it said we put them in one of the brigs. Do we have a brig? I
You
feel
do
like
not
we do.
have a brig.
We just
Oh,
have
okay.
the
Let's put them in the
storage
cargo
room.
hold.
Cool. They're in the cargo
Did
hold.
we design an area in the cargo hold to like potentially hold Club?
We did.
No, we manufactured a cage for them, right? That's what we said because we have UBPs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's
you
right.
could easily manufacture a cage for them.
That's what we
There
did.
you go.
Yeah.
It's like a big plastic box with holes in it.
Cool. Perfect.
And they're in there. And there's just like a pin on the outside. There's just like a cotter pin on the outside that holds it shut. So they're in there. You've got the suit next to the pile, and they're sitting there waiting to be, who knows?
What are we gonna do about these guys? We're not gonna like torture them or something, are we? They're kind of cute.
I feel like we just need to talk
They
to them
have,
and figure out what's going on.
They just
They
walked
have
right into
matching
the cage.
gray jumpsuits on with sort of green bands around their wrists, ankles, and waists.
What if we I don't know, What if we like good cop, bad cop,
Good
That
club,
makes
bad club.
good club, bad club them? You don't want to see bad club.
Um, let's say Bree comes up and says, "Yeah, I'm with club. I want to know what you guys are going to do with them."
I mean, we gotta just figure out what they were doing here, right? Is that
Yeah,
it?
we should just talk to him.
Yeah,
My knowledge is very persuasive. Club, you can stand there and be like an intimidating background, but I don't think
yeah.
you need to like threaten them or
Yeah,
hurt
Club will
them.
be the intimidating background. I'll be the intimidating foreground, and I feel like at some point we'll have a beautiful painting
Ooh, bad cop, bad cop. Good idea. Yeah.
with art. It's so cultured.
Ambiguous cop,
All right. Do you go
morally
up to,
gray cop.
you gonna go up to them and talk to them?
Well, what? Okay, I don't. Do I know anything about kobolds?
Give me a culture or life science check.
I'll do life science. Because that seems more applicable. I'm trying to find out what they eat,
Sure.
and it's the same bonus. So,
Mhm.
um,
I thought you have culture check bonuses on races.
oh, for very rare creatures, but these aren't rare.
Mm.
Oh
These
wow.
specific
Well, it's a
kobolds
plus
are rare.
9, but I got a 1. So sorry, my drop
So
down is
10, you're pretty sure they eat like the same stuff as you.
All right. I'll check in really quick with. Is Visov in the science area or no? Was it
You mean
Dash?
Dr. Vizan?
Oh, Vizan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dr. Vizan is there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ask him and be like, Vizan, what do kobolds eat?
Kobolds, they eat most things. I mean, if it's got carbon in it and it's not poisonous, they'll eat it.
Most things.
Do they eat each other?
They've been known to.
So have humans. What's the big deal?
Keshet and kobolds are actually not too different.
Oh, what humans do you hang out with?
That guy just said yes nicely,
You?
right?
I've
Yes,
not
they
ever
eat
eaten
them.
another human.
I don't know that. You
I've
might.
even cut back on eating cows since I met Club.
I was gonna ask him. Is there anything that's like a rare delicacy for kobolds?
Most kobolds are slaves, usually to dragons. So
I tried to cut back on the beef, but it's just really tasty.
not really, no.
Okay.
I still eat the same amount of rat.
When the doctor shares that information, can I do selective comms?
Sure, you can put check marks next to people you want to talk to.
Yeah, I want to do comms to just the people on camera right now and just be like, kobolds are apparently usually slaves to dragons. Let's not have him find out about chicken and have chicken also not super find out about this if we can help it. I don't want that information going anywhere.
You think Chicken's gonna become like a cult leader?
No, but whoever these kobolds are working for may want chicken to become that, and we don't really want that happening.
Oh, yeah.
He's still so young and impressionable. If he wants to have a cult, let him do it when he's older and more mature.
I feel like we've had this conversation before.
But yeah, cool. So I wanted to bring them something nice, but I will just get some, like, I don't know, the space equivalent of, like, English muffins and butter and jam.
I'm having insanely unpleasant deja vu right now, but okay, yeah, you can.
You are?
Yeah, it's terrifying. Continue.
Okay.
Lincoln, you're in a coma. We're trying to wake you up. Are you receiving the signals?
I guess?
Oh my god, this is so intense. I'm sorry for causing
Sure,
that. But
go for it.
I'll bring that to them and just be like, can I come in?
They're in a box.
But they're in a room in a box.
They're in the cargo hold in a big plexiglass box that's maybe like 6 feet on a side.
Okay. Well,
Hannibal Lecter kobolds.
I'll knock outside the plexiglass and be like, can I come in? And gesture at the food.
I feel like you get to make that decision.
Well, you live here now, so I feel like
we
it's only
live here
polite.
now, dang it.
I mean, for the time being, I feel like it's polite to ask if I'm going to invite myself in. It's kind of rude. I don't know you that well.
Sure, I guess. Please.
All right, great. I'll go in. There's probably not room for anybody except me, so that's fine. And I'll just have Klob and Percy stay nearby.
I stand outside of the box menacingly looking through the air holes that are like this big.
Yep.
Nice.
Giant cow eye.
And I'll just be
They're in
like,
there.
wait, do they, the food is clearly for them, so I'll lay it out, but do they take it or, do they take it or no?
They kind of, that's terrifying.
Only super.
They kind of look suspicious.
Okay, I'm gonna start
They
eating.
don't know what to do. Once you start eating, they help themselves.
I'm like,
They
so,
seem quite hungry.
how long were you living on, I don't even remember the name of the fucking place we were. Aposte? Yeah. How long have you
They
been living on Aposte?
pause, stop eating, and start chittering to each other.
Ooh, wait. I have a thing. I have a thing for that.
There's an app for that.
Where's an app for that? So I have a thing. Okay. I should have done this before I asked them questions, but what I'd like to do is my ability called Quick Pigeon.
Mhm.
If I don't share a language with a creature I encounter, and me and the creatures, if the creatures are willing, which they might not be, and you can decide that, can spend 10 minutes attempting to converse and then attempt a D25 culture check, a DC 25 culture check after that 10 minutes has passed. And if we succeed, we can formulate a simple pigeon language that allows basic communication.
That's really cool, but they aren't interested.
That's
They
okay.
They don't want to be understood right now.
That's okay. Can I make a culture check
So tell me what
to
language
see
is
if
this?
I've
Absolutely.
encountered creatures that speak a similar language?
Go for it. Give me a culture
Okay.
check.
Yeah, that's
Can I
basically kind of my other option.
The computer record it.
Absolutely.
All right. Sorry, I keep forgetting which tab my rolly thing.
Do we have
is
any
in.
translating software?
And then plus 9 to that,
Um,
so 20 something, 22.
They're speaking Draconic.
Oh. I don't think I speak Draconic.
Can the computer translate it?
Sure. Give me a computer's check. Not
You
a
two
hard
can,
one.
if you two can know what they're saying, that will be helpful. I can telepathically speak to both of you right now and just say, like, it's definitely Draconic.
Percy, you easily plug it in. You get like a thing going where you can see text of what they're saying. It takes a second to parse because it doesn't know when one is talking and when the other is talking. But they're debating whether or not they should cooperate. They seem to think that that if they help you, then someone named Ozyrandian is going to kill them. And if they don't help you, you'll probably kill them.
Okay. I will relay that to Minala discreetly.
Yeah, well, no, I was going to say, telepathically, I'll reach out to you and, like, tell you when I know it's Draconic and be like, it's definitely Draconic. If you can understand it, that's fine enough. I don't need to understand what they're saying right now.
Sure, a guy named Ozymandian is not incredibly scary. And
Did
the
you
best
say that
episode
back
of
to me?
Breaking Bad.
Did you say that back to me over our mental link?
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
sarcastically.
Okay.
I feel like you should use that to intimidate them.
Okay.
So they
I'll be
kind
like-
of stop chittering and they seem to have come to like an impasse. They're still not sure what to do, but they've done talking to each other and they're sort of looking up
Okay.
at you skittishly.
It's okay. I'll just say, look, I don't know who you are. I don't have any particular beef with you. And I'd really not like to do you any harm at all. But there seems to be a lot of strangers out to cause trouble with us. And I just want to know why. And I feel like we can help each other.
Give me a diplomacy check.
All right. Being very in character, I'm eating this cheese right now.
A big, fat, sick, nasty diplomacy check.
Oh! Plus 12.
One of them,
Plus 12.
you seems to soften and steps forward to say something, and the other one grabs his arm and he sort of pushes it away. And he says, "My name's Gesh, and that's Sek."
Hi, Gesh. Hi, Sek. I'm Minala.
Hi, Minala. Percy, as the translator is happening, it's just in common, but when it gets to Gesh and Sek, it says 4 and 5.
Oh.
We Ozyrandian is a dragon, and
I see.
he's one of the dragon hitmen. Killed teams for Regirex. We were supposed to follow you, but that didn't go very well.
Well,
Pretty much knew that, right?
Regirex seems to pose little threat to us any longer.
No, I think he does, because we were supposed to follow you, which means that the ship is probably not far behind.
Your ship?
Yeah.
Is it
And
locked
us being on board is not going to stop him from shooting it.
It's fair. I know Regirex is angry with us. Do you know why?
No.
Okay. I'm curious how much he tells his lackeys, kind of.
We both got woken up out of our tubes about, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
You have tubes?
Yeah. I've never seen them, but
How do you know they're tubes then?
Snek says that Kel, and when you hear Kel, you hear 7, saw them once when she was cleaning out some air vents.
Mm-hmm.
Dozens of them. Just spare kobolds.
There's nothing spare about you.
He kind of gets this confused look, and you're getting the impression no one has ever said anything nice to him ever.
Yeah, I've been getting that. I'm gonna telepathically to Percy and Claude be like, these guys are totally just lackeys, and they don't know anything about what Regirex wants or why, and they just super seem like slaves, and I don't have a reason to, kill them or anything or hurt them.
Yeah, no, that seems fine. But pretend you're not going to necessarily be nice to them unless they help us, because they're stuck on the ship anyway.
That's
Maybe
fair.
they know something about that ship.
It's fine, kind of what Claude was prompting. So the ship you're talking about, is it Regirex's personal ship?
No, it's Ozyrandian's ship.
Oh, I see.
I think I heard him overheard once. You guys killed King Sandalore?
What?
The red guy.
Yeah.
Who did we kill?
Kinks.
The dragon that Regirex sent after us when we were on the island.
Oh! Yeah, well, he came to kill me, and I kept trying to be like, let's both not be dead, and he kept being like, no, so then he ended up being dead. It was not ideal.
Yeah, so now Ozyrandian's going to try to kill you guys and get that bounty.
What color is Ozyrandian?
Green. Points to the stripes. Green.
That makes sense.
Damn dragons! Why?
He's one of the big 5.
Whole rainbow coming after us. Sorry. Bzz, bzz.
Where are we?
Somewhere in space, I imagine. I'm not driving, clearly. You can see me right here.
I don't know. We should just get away from Aposte quickly if we want to live.
I've had enough apostate to last me a lifetime.
To be clear, we were already drifting away to whatchamacallit, Arquand, because that was our.
I think we're in the drift right now, aren't we?
You already went into the drift?
That was the plan. We left Aposte and we were going right to.
Yeah, I
Arquand.
thought the episode ended with us going to the drift, but maybe I'm misremembering.
I don't think we had gotten off the surface last time.
Okay, cool. Well, if we haven't, then I'll definitely give the signal to Pip to be like.
As soon as we got in there, we were taking off. I believe was the intent.
Yeah, you were taking off, and so this 4-minute conversation.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Pip, you're up on the bridge. You've taken off, leaving the atmosphere.
Okay.
Takes maybe an hour to get up there because you don't want to burn a shitload of fuel.
Okay.
I assume. Get up, out, pushing some buttons, heating up the drift engine. When Dact looks at you and says, Pip, and he turns his monitor towards you, and you see the sensors have picked up a massive heat bloom from a spot where there had previously been nothing.
Okay.
And then Dact zooms in for you, and what it looks like is a sort of jagged, advanced-looking ship with green stripes on it that has come out of stealth. Sort of, it's stopped hiding all of its heat in its heat sink, and it's pumping out that heat, and it looks like it's locked onto you and is pursuing you.
Red alert.
Boop, boop, boop. Dact
Battle
pushes a
stations.
couple buttons, and he says, 1 minute from drift. 60 seconds until we can open the rift.
I'll talk to the kobolds and be like, looks like you were right. Thanks for the tip.
They sort of chitter nervously, and they're like, Sek says, listen, I have no idea what this thing is, but he has something called a drift harpoon?
Okay, I will let Pip know. Pip, he has a drift harpoon. I don't know what the hell that is, but he's got one.
I think the name is pretty descriptive.
As you guys are flying away, it's pursuing you, and you are hailed by it.
I need to get to a space where I can open a channel and try to diffuse or distract or detract. So I will go to a space where I can do that. I assume
You
I
can
have
be
like
on
a
the bridge and like,
Go to the bridge and say on the screen.
Yeah, I just feel like I have a comm station somewhere where it doesn't show Pip's stupid face being
Do you have a
grouchy.
big chair in the bridge?
Yeah, a big chair. I don't know.
you go to the
something
big chair in the bridge on
It's like a
screen.
glass desk, but it's really acrylic. And then I'll be like, greetings.
You are greeted by the image of a green dragonkin, about the same height, maybe a little tiny bit taller than Kink's was, only green, more serpent-like and slight.
I will say, to what do we owe this honor? And like, bow.
And also to their side is a humanoid, one of those orange-furred humanoids that you know are bonded usually with these guys from Triaxis.
Right.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Azarandi, and this is Halas, my counterpart. And we're here to ask for your unconditional surrender. The humanoid says, we can see that you're charging your drift engines. I recommend you stop that. Power down all your systems and prepare to be boarded.
Oh, well, I will speak to our engineer about turning that off. And to what are we surrendering to? This is most exciting.
We have a
I'm
bounty.
speaking as
Yes,
slowly
Club?
as possible.
Yes, Club?
Oh, I will not like move any physical guns to like move them around to look like we're readying weapons, but I am definitely not going to like power down any weapons, and anything that doesn't have like physical moving parts, I'm going to like be calibrating and getting ready, aiming
Cool.
at them, getting ready. Yeah.
It's been about 20 seconds now, and they say there's a bounty out on you, more alive than dead. So please allow us to dock. We'll board you and take you into custody.
What is the bounty for? I'm so surprised.
You cost Regiarix a lot of money, and he just doesn't like you, I feel like.
Is his name actually pronounced Regiarax? I've been pronouncing it wrong all of these years? Oh my god.
They chuckle.
Why didn't anybody say anything? It's so
Dact
embarrassing.
He's trying to stay away from the camera, and he's showing Pip his terminal, and it's like 15 seconds. Keep talking.
Start asking about like the grammatical constructs in Draconic.
That way.
Is there an extra is there an extra vowel in there?
Manala, can you give me a bluff check to keep Reggie to keep Ozzy
I
Randy
mean,
and
honestly,
talking?
it's kind of authentic. But yeah, sure. I have good bluff, so yeah, sure. Carry on. Okay, well, but hang on. I have to roll another thing. I have good bluff, really, I swear. And then that. Okay, and then plus 13?
30.
Plus 13.
So that's 22?
Yeah.
Cool. You keep talking, and Regiar's just kind of, Ozarandian just kind of seems to sigh tiredly as his ship is moving closer to yours.
Are you very tired, my lord? I hope you didn't have a long journey to get here.
Pip, you see that the screen Dax holding up goes 3, 2, 1.
I've prepared a text message to Klob in these 15 seconds.
Yep.
The second the second before I jump into drift to fire all the weapons, including the flat cannon, so that if he does have a freaking drift harpoon, that like hopefully we can, flat cannon hit the
So
harpoon.
you want to
deflect
set it up before anything happens that we are locked onto like certain weapons.
We're gonna fire everything and then hit the drift.
Assuming the drift harpoon is a physical harpoon.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Yeah. I don't want to be any trouble to you. I hope it hasn't cost you much to come meet with us.
Bam!
So, yeah, I'm imagining the way it looks like when you go into drift is you've got, like, emitters on the front of your ship that, like, cut open a hole in real space into the drift for your ship that, like, is open just long enough for your ship, and then it collapses behind you.
So you like a full thruster burn, too, to get into the drift quickly.
Oh, yeah. And you're like, go! You do that. Club, give me...
I guess it'd be piloting for gunnery, right?
A gunnery check.
Give me a gunnery check.
Okay, cool.
And
I use our computers to give you the +1.
Yeah, you should take the +1.
Awesome. I get a 23 in that case if there's no bonuses from Manola.
23, excellent. You have all the stuff that all just swivels over, fires a couple times, the particle cannon and the flat cannon.
Is Percy assisting or no? I would assume, but I don't know what else you'd be doing.
As you fire, Pip guns it, and you see the portal open in front of you. You're about you're going through it. Their ship is bearing down on you. Big plume of drive plume behind it. It takes the brunt of those both attacks just on the bow. And only after they've both impacted does it fire these 4... They look like torpedoes, but they're towing something. Like they're spooling out on a line, a cable of some kind. But you're pretty much in the drift now. You're through the hole. The hole is closing. You're gunning forward. The hole, the things go through the hole and it shuts on the cables. And you're like, ha, fuck you, asshole. But then you look on the scanners. But not you, asshole. Pats the drone. But then that moment of triumph passes. And you look on the scopes. And the drift portal you made can't seem to close around the cables.
Does it not require energy to maintain a drift thing being open?
It requires energy to keep a drift thing open, and it looks normally like when you've seen it, like you've seen the video, how to safely drift. The ship is halfway through, it collapses and cuts the ship in half. Mm-hmm. This seems impossible.
But it's not drawing energy from our ship to do this.
No, you've left it. You're away. You're flying away.
All right.
And then you see the torpedoes point in opposite directions and start pulling harder. And then you see the bow, just the very tip of the bow of that other ship, start getting forced through the hole, and it's sort of forcing that portal back open around itself. You can see, just with your eyes, that this is wreaking havoc on its shields.
It's trying to break through!
And then it pops into the drift right behind you. The portal collapses. Bang. And we are going to have some starship combat.
Drift combat!
In the drift!
Why not? Summon the whales!
It's
Whales
combat.
ahoy!
It's drift combat.
No, I wish.
Drift combat. Drift combat. All right, the way this works is I need a piloting check from
the pilot.
Whoever is driving right now.
Pip, shall I take over?
Yeah, you can. I'm really confused how he got through this, and I'm gonna like relinquish the controls to you and run back towards the engine room.
Crazy confused. Pip, everything that you just saw should not happen. Like, that should not be a thing that can happen.
Right.
28.
28, that's quite good.
So, sorry, what is the drift harpoon? Is that not what this does? I mean, not what does this?
You've never heard of a drift harpoon?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we've never heard of it.
Okay, sorry, I thought that was some, like, normal thing.
The kobolds don't know what it is, they've just heard the name. You've never heard of it before.
They were like, this sounds important and weird, so we'll mention it.
And
in their defense, it was relevant.
There we go. For a long moment, it just seems to hover there. And you can see just by looking at it that the shields look like they've been severely depleted, maybe even down by doing that.
On the enemy ship?
Yeah.
Oh wow. All right.
Well, so the way this works is the lowest number is going to go first, and then the highest number gets to go last. Which means you get to move wherever you want after everybody else has moved. First up is the big ship. No, first up is the big ship. It's sort of stopped, and you see these bay doors open.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
And these 4 little tiny fighters pop out of the side, and then their wings unfold.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
Oh, damn. Are they like solar sails or what?
No, they look like normal thrusters-based things, but they unfold, and they're going to start moving.
Huh.
This one is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to attempt a flyby.
Phase of action.
He's gonna fail. So you guys, this guy shoots past you, but you may take a free shot at him. He gets too close, and you're able to. Whoever's on gunners can acquire him and fire back.
Ooh, okay. I will do that.
Sweet.
Do I use them? Is that like a reaction thing, or is that just?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
It's like an opportunity attack, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's an opportunity attack.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot him with the. Let's see, with the.
And you can shoot at anything you want at him, and you target his rear quadrant.
Perfect. I'm gonna do it with the turret as he goes by.
Cool.
It got a 9 plus my 12. I'm not gonna use that bonus for the ship or anything like that. I'm in the computer, so that's a 21.
21. That totally hits. Roll damage.
Nice. 3d6.
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff.
That's very good.
Nice. I did 11 damage as the particle beam rips through just a solid lancing line through part of the hull. You said it's on the back of his ship as I shoot him.
Yeah, rear quadrant.
Oh yeah, you severely damaged this fighter. You brushed right through its rear shields and just burn it up.
We've also got, as we talked about before, I think Vizoff and Rhiannon are on guns as well.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Cool. Then it's the big ship. The big ship is only going to get a little closer. For the most part, it doesn't move.
Does it seem to move slowly or just not want to be that close?
It seems to be both. It's slow,
Okay.
and it doesn't want to get up close and personal with you guys. It seems like he wants to hang back.
This little mothership piece of crap.
Fair enough.
Next guy. Also going to do a flyby.
My reaction limited. I'm assuming.
What's the tier of your spaceship?
5?
Tier 5?
Yes, tier 5. Then that also fails. Someone else may take a shot at this one.
Ooh. Purse.
Either Vizoff or Rhiannon, right? So.
Yep.
Is Percy on piloting or Percy on
I'm fine.
computer?
I'm fine.
Oh, you're flying. Shit, I'm sorry.
Let's say Vizoff and Rhiannon both have like a +6.
Okay.
That seems reasonable, right? For like a level 3.
It's piloting plus dex plus.
Does nothing. Piloting. It's ranks in piloting or base attack bonus plus dex.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys, I'm really happy. All these piloting things that I can do, I literally can't fail the DC.
Nice.
Damn good pilot.
You want me to roll for them? For Vizoff?
I did. I just rolled for Vizoff, and Vizoff hits. What's he shooting at it?
Sorry. Knock the button. Yes or no?
What's Vizoff shooting?
I mean, as the thing flies by, right? Or did you
Yeah.
already roll that?
What gun is he shooting at it?
Oh, what gun? Sorry. He can
Particle
use-
beam already did it.
Yeah, particle beam's already done, so he'll just use one of the laser cannons. He'll use the port laser cannon.
Cool. Pew, 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 pew.
I got a 17. You said plus 6?
Yep.
23.
Nice.
Cool.
Crushing.
And roll damage.
All right, that one's 2d4. 7 damage.
Nice. You take out its aft shields.
Big laser shot.
Not nearly as damaged as the other one, but definitely hurting it. This fighter, he's not going to do what his buddies did because it didn't work out for them. But he's going to try to surround you. Yeah, he's going to be like that. Cool. And so will the other one. Cool. Now it's your turn. Where do you want to be?
Space is 3-dimensional, so just go straight down because they haven't actually shown that.
I come out of the screen. Okay, so I can use a piloting check to reduce the distance between turns by 1. There's no consequence for failing, right? So should I just do that all the time during the help phase?
So that one doesn't have a downside that I know of, but you already have good maneuverability.
Yeah, my turn is 1 right now.
Yeah, which means you can shift one side in every hex before you move again.
So you like move, turn, move, turn, move, turn. You can turn 1 degree each time.
Okay.
1 hex.
Wait, but... Oh, okay.
Your facing
Oh, okay.
matters.
So turn is not what this means. All right.
As it stands, you're quite maneuverable.
I don't know. Do you guys want to try and pick off the little ones first?
I
Ooh,
mean,
the little greenfield kind. Yeah.
The
you
move-
have a pretty good
The
number
move
on it right
I
now.
almost always do is evasive maneuvers, which just gives you +2 AC and target lock.
Target lock.
What does
I
target
see
lock do?
evade. I don't see evasive maneuvers. The same
That,
thing.
it's evade. It's evade.
Okay.
I
what
would
does
like
target lock
to.
do?
I would like.
Target lock is how hard it is for like missiles to hit you.
Oh, nice. It
Oh,
evades.
that's
like
pretty
It
target.
says that I can act like whenever if I'm captain.
Yep.
And one of the things I can do is assist with that.
Mhm.
I'm trying to decide if I want to do encourage or demand. Demand is a better bonus, but it's a harder DC.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do demand, I guess.
Cool.
What are you ordering her to do?
What are you saying to
I'm
Percy?
ordering Percy to do evade.
Evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, exactly.
Defensive pattern.
Don't
Theta.
let those bastards hit
But
us.
then, hang on,
Percy,
I
do you
have to
see
add
him?
to that.
Do you see
I
him, Percy?
succeed,
They're
but-
there.
I
Percy.
see. I am.
Okay, the DC is 15 plus 1.5 times the starship's tier. But it's an intimidate check, and I have like a shit ton to my intimidate.
I think
I
we'll
have
probably
like I
get that.
can't fail. I got
I
that
think you get
plus
it.
Yeah.
13
You,
Okay.
Yeah, it's DC 7. Really.
plus a D6.
So Maynard is
So-
like, Percy, evasive maneuvers.
Just
and you're like, I already know.
for future knowledge and positioning. How close should we be for shooting club? How does that affect you?
Let me look.
It's a short, medium, long range. I think short is like only a few hexes, like 3 or 4. Medium is
Okay.
like 10, and long is like 14 or something.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. So I'm gonna try and get behind this guy. Be like here, or
Totally.
here.
You can do it. You can move Red Rock.
Yeah.
so in that
okay.
case, if none of our weapons say anything, does that mean they're all effective at medium range?
Particle beam is long range. Flat cannon is short range. Light.
Okay.
The light laser guns are medium range,
Cool.
if I remember correctly. And cool. You're pointing at him. You're pointing your gyro laser. at him.
And I will evade. Do you want me to roll it even though I can't fail?
If you can't fail, I don't care.
Okay.
You
Does
just
a
get
natural
hit.
one always fail?
Yeah. Oh, does it?
I don't know. For some
Oh.
things, that's true.
Yeah, give it a shot. I don't think
Alright.
it's like that for this. I think it's a skill check,
You
but
could crit in the other direction, like a 20. Let's stay positive, team.
I think we're good.
a bazillion.
Plus the aid from Minala.
Cool. You have +2 to both of your.
And you have
Thanks.
+4 from me because I succeeded.
I was realizing that, like, if Percy can't fail these
Yeah,
checks...
well, you should use all your things on gunnery.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, you should be ordering targets for weapons.
Okay. I can
Percy
do that.
calling out targets. Yeah. So now we shoot in
I can
highest.
potentially
to
fail
lowest.
one of them.
So you guys shoot first.
Oh, okay, cool. I will use my action to do a broadside. I'll use a resolve. That's my resolve, right? Or is there like some kind of
It's
ship
your
resolve?
resolve.
Okay, cool. I'll use one of my resolve to do a broadside,
Nice.
and I'm going to shoot the turret as well as. Sorry, is this fighter right in front of us? Have we already shot that one?
Yeah.
Oh, we have. In that case, I'm going to shoot at it with the turret.
Oh, sorry. 1 second. Helm phase. Do you guys want to scan anything?
What does that
We should-
do for us?
It gives you information about what you're fighting. Like, it
We
tells
have
you
to
its
do it
AC,
for
it tells you its
scanning-
HP.
Scanning's the thing you have to do in successive rounds, right?
Yeah.
If I do that, can I not take other captain actions?
Yeah, that's your action. But you have Dr.
Okay.
Pazan who can do that for you.
Okay, yeah, let's have Vizan do that.
Do you want to scan the big main ship?
Yeah, it's something that we get in successive rounds, so let's have him start the scan on that main ship.
Yeah. While we take out the fighters.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
But it takes 6 rounds to get all the information.
Cool. So
When's the
yeah.
engineering round?
it's first.
Oh, okay.
Did we skip it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. What did you want to do?
No, I'll wait till the next one.
Okay, cool. Dr. Vizan does its scanners and says, I'm detecting dozens of life signs on board.
Okay.
Whew. That's more than we have.
Most of them in stasis.
More slaves like the other kobolds we found.
It is large, and they say, it looks like we're a lot faster than this thing. And
Yep,
it's not very
size.
maneuverable.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Scanning. Gunnery, now we can shoot things.
Guns are.
Now we can shoot things.
Cool.
Shoot.
I'm
We
going
probably
to
want
shoot.
to stay away from out right directly in front of it, though.
Is there like a shredded, bloodied, for ships?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is that thing in front of us shredded all right?
Not even a little.
Okay,
Riddled?
cool. Perfect. I'm going to shoot it with both the not the flat cannon. Sorry, that's aft. I'm going to shoot it with the gyro laser and with the turret, with the broadside. Oops, those are not the right dice.
So make 2 attacks at -2.
Gyro laser, you're red. Cool. I only got a 16 with the gyro laser, but I got a 30 with the turret.
That might both of those hit.
Oh, okay, cool. Gyro
No.
8. It only did 1 damage. I just barely glance off the plating. Like, it just kind of scars it. It doesn't really do much.
How much damage?
Just 1 with the gyro laser, and then the
Okay.
3d6 for the turret. And then I did 12 damage with the turret.
Are you
it is-
focusing a little ship right now?
Yeah, I'm focusing the ship right in front of us.
Okay, cool, yeah. The
It's-
little ships.
Yeah.
Great.
It's limping along. You've so badly damaged it.
Extra shredded.
It's extra shredded. It's like smoking. It's venting things. It's sort of like it's hard for the guy in there to control it now.
Uh,
It's hanging out at the beach, even though it's tired of being at the beach.
Yeah.
I'd like to-
Anything
Oh,
else? Anybody else gonna shoot at stuff?
I wanted to communicate with the crew as soon as we got the scan information and just say, like, those are other slaves, like the kobolds we found, like, they don't really have any part in this. If we can take out the ship and power it down and rescue everybody else aboard that's not super evil and wanting to kill us, that would be ideal.
All right.
So that should probably change gunnery stuff more so, but
Yeah, no, that makes sense. In that case, let's just try to take out its weapons and not destroy the thing.
yeah.
Yeah, you can disable them.
We can destroy these little ones, though, right?
Yeah, fuck them. They're trying to kill us. I just want to share the information.
So cool. Any other Klob you want to order your other guns to shoot? Order.
I thought that I could only do one thing. Do I? Who?
You
else?
can. You could like. We're gonna count. You have other gunners. You can just
Okay,
tell Vizoff and Rhiannon to do
Right. Sorry,
things.
Vizoth and Rhiannon. Yeah. Then I will have. I can't do any more broadsides because that gun is used up. But I'll have one of them do a normal shooting action with the. Sorry, is this guy behind us? Is that close range with the flat cannon? The aft flat cannon?
That would be close
Perfect.
range with Black Cannon.
Awesome. Then I'm going to have him do a normal shoot with that flat cannon.
Sweet.
And does he have a +6? This is Vizoth?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Only a 10.
No, that's not enough. It's off.
Come on.
But it kind of ducks behind that asteroid.
That's okay.
We'll
Because
get better Vizov, don't worry.
because Rhiannon is going to use fire at will, and she's just going to unload with the two. I believe it's the 2 lasers that are left, right?
Well, there's one laser on one side, one laser on the other side.
Yeah, so fire at will lets you fire 2 starship weapons regardless of arc. It's just -4 penalty.
I mean, you can't.
Oh,
shoot
there's
this
nothing
one.
in the arc of the other one, huh?
But you
Oh,
can shoot at this guy with one of them.
Okay, I'll just shoot the.
How
I can't
narrow
shoot
is
it.
their arc?
It's the whole right side and the whole left side.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the one on the right side of the red rock doesn't have a target right now.
The guy in front of us.
Can it? I mean, does it have a 180-degree arc?
It can't.
Oh,
It
that's
has to
just,
have
when
that
you said the
special
whole
broad
right
arc.
side. That's what I. Do you mean like a 90-degree arc?
Sort of. It's like those. It's kind of like out to the side.
125, 130.
Okay.
It's not like it's not a 180-degree arc.
Okay.
Okay. Either way, she'll just do a normal.
It's like it's like a 90-degree arc.
penalty because we don't have enough weapons in that case. And she's shooting. I got a 10, so a 16. And she's just shooting
That
at
hits.
this one, which is the nearest other one.
Sure.
Nice.
Can I hit that one, or does it have to
I
shoot?
think that's in your port arc.
Okay.
We're gonna say it is.
Okay. Where's the compass tool? And that's all the guns.
Yeah, roll 20. Compass. When?
No guns left, so there we go.
How much damage did you do to him?
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I don't even know the damage on this one. I think it's 2d6. So many numbers. 2d4.
Everybody likes dice.
I like dice. 6 damage.
Nice. This one also limping along, severely damaged. Now it is the little ship's turn to shoot, and I think only one of them can shoot at you.
Can I? Well, I'm trying to decide if I can do this to them, if it's worth it.
Yes?
I would like to taunt the enemy vessels, the little ones.
Okay.
It's a thing I can do.
No, that's awesome.
And I have to select an enemy vessel and a phase. Okay, that doesn't matter. Yeah, so it's any time. It says engineering, helm, or gunnery, so literally any of them.
Mhm.
And then attempt a bluff or intimidate check. The DC is 15 plus 1.5 times the enemy starship's tier. And if I succeed, each enemy character acting during the selected phase takes a -2 penalty to all checks for 1d4 rounds.
How many can you
Cool.
target with that?
Just one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's just one of the ships. So I'll do the guy who's shooting now because it's gunnery, and I'll do it as a gunnery phase action.
Cool.
And the penalty increases to -4 if the enemy's check is made as part of a push action. I don't know what push actions do, but
I'll keep track of that.
yeah, cool. So I will make an intimidate check.
DC what?
It's gonna be 15 plus 1.5 times
Cool.
the ship's
Is your
tier.
intimidate better than +3?
And then 18 and then plus 13.
You succeed.
So
What do you say to this little kobold fighter?
I'm just like, oh, I don't want to be mean, but it's supposed to be a taunt. And just be like, oh, wait, what were the number names for Gesh and
Gesh and Sek.
Sek? I'll be like, Gesh and Sek were having tea with us. You ruined our tea party. It could have been you. We might have invited you.
And that's a
swine.
-2?
Yeah. Unless
What-
it's a push
What
thing.
is your
I don't know what
ship's
that means.
AC?
Huh?
What is your ship's AC?
Oh, it's like 16 maybe? Let me look.
But yeah, they get negative
15.
to all checks for 1d4 rounds. I should roll the d4, unless you want to do that.
Pip, how many ranks do you have in piloting? 6?
Pip or Percy?
Oh, Percy, sorry.
Oh, how many what?
Ranks in piloting do you have?
I have 6.
6? Then your AC is 19 plus 2 because of the evasive maneuvers, which is 21, which means they miss.
Nice.
Okay.
They fire, and it
Well,
just
and don't they get a -2?
that's what made them miss.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I'm sorry.
They
Got
would
it.
have hit
Normal
you.
AC is only 15. Right now it was 21 with all the bonuses.
Nice.
So they miss, and then it's the big guy's turn. First thing, big guy's going to take a shot. You see this sort of missile turret open up on the top and fire a missile at you.
Uh-oh. My evade's still on, right?
It is still on, yeah. But unfortunately, it does lock onto you, and before you have a chance to evade, it poof, hits the side of your hull. It's the port side.
Dang.
There's this big explosion. It rocks the whole ship. Everyone has to hold on. It's like a Star Trek episode. And you take 18 points of shield damage in your port arc.
Ooh.
Which I think means it depletes your shields, and you should take, like, 3 points of hull damage?
Uchi damage? No.
Who's keeping track of that?
I can be doing that. Where is our shield damage on the... Oh, I see. This light 60 is the full shield, and it's 15 per side.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we take 3 damage through it.
Oh.
I will track that on the token.
Thank
And
you.
Dax says, port shields down, minor hull damage.
Jeez.
So we just have to be careful in our facing now for them, right? Like we don't want to face that side towards them.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
And Pip can regenerate shields.
And our facing
Oh,
needs to
that's
be
cool.
needs to be on an edge, right? Because
Yeah, sorry. That's
So-
why I was confused. There we go. Fantastic.
weren't we traveling from the center to the left?
Sure.
I mean, like last turn, wasn't that our movement?
Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, I just
Okay.
I just lined
Yeah, I
you
was
up
thinking
to
like
the closest
our
edge.
facing couldn't be that way.
Yeah. Excellent. You've taken some minor hull damage, shields, no big deal, and
Okay.
I think that's all it can do this turn. Yes, it is. Cool. Reroll piloting checks.
Do.
This time this time who's gonna move first? This guy is going to attempt a flyby, just like before.
You skipped the engineering phase again.
Oh, you're right, I did, because that's not the exciting part. Engineering phase.
Okay, so I have questions about the nature of the drift.
Please do.
My understanding about the way you have explained the drift is that, like, the way time and space works in there is all funky, and if you, like, left the drift at a slightly different time than someone else, you could end up in wildly different places.
Correct.
Okay. In that case, I would like to start charging the drift engine to drop out of the drift as an option.
Excellent. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And I'm going to message Percy that it will take a minute to charge, which is like 10. Are rounds still 6 seconds in here, or are they?
No, they're not. It had a
It's floating.
specific thing about that. It was saying like because of these weird phases, it's not really timed the same way as like regular character to character combat.
Okay. A random social
Forgot.
command doesn't correlate to a specific amount of time, according to page 317. Great.
Right. That's what I read in the little guide
So,
Lincoln gave
how
us.
many rounds till a minute passes?
Give me an engineering check
Okay.
to see how fast you can get the drift engine ready to go after just having used it moments ago.
Ooh, nice.
27.
Mhm.
Drop down.
Thank you.
You think... I'm going to tell Jake. Pip knows this in narrative terms,
Mhm.
but Jake knows this in real life terms, you think it's going to take about 4 rounds.
4 rounds. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Great.
4
So-
rounds before you, and you can't do anything else. Like this is you convincing the drift engine to work again after just working a minute ago.
Right.
Sorry, I can't do anything for the next 4 rounds?
Well, you got to get the drift engine warmed
Okay,
up.
fine.
Like,
I tell Percy, make sure that 4 rounds from now, there is an asteroid between us and the big ship.
Okay. Jake, will you help me actually keep track of that?
Yes.
Thank you. I don't think
I can help
I
too.
can process that mentally right now.
I will also help with that.
cool.
Yeah, and the good maneuverability means we need to, like, move, tick, move, tick,
Yeah.
move, tick. Like,
Do you want Bree to do anything? She's down in the engine room with you.
she can recharge shields or whatever. I don't.
Yeah,
Cool.
that'd be
I don't
helpful.
know what the
I was gonna
options are.
say.
She's got a +6.
Great.
+6. Which phase is this?
Engineering.
Yep. Tis. Engineering is where all the magic happens. Whose puppy is crying?
What are we? Sorry, are you rolling for her right now, or?
No, I thought you were going to.
Oh, I didn't realize you wanted me to. Sorry.
Sorry, I wasn't clear.
I'll do that right now. D20 plus 6.
Yep.
13.
13. She's trying to recharge shields, but as she's going to do it, the ship gets rocked by that missile and she gets kind of knocked away. She has to grab on to steady herself.
She'll try again next turn. Yep.
This guy's going to try a flyby. That's a failure. Who wants to shoot at him?
Pew 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 pew. I'm doing captain stuff, but I would have Collab do it. Because Pip is doing drift stuff. Percy is flying expertly. I will. Oh, great, perfect timing. Could you shoot a bitch who flew by?
Shoot! What am I shooting with?
Whatever you want.
I
He
don't
flew
want
by and he sucks.
I'll
so
just
you
use
get
the-
to opportunity attack.
I'll use whichever gun doesn't have an angle on anybody else.
So, like the starboard laser?
Yeah, there we go. I got a 17.
17 hits.
I rolled a 5. Oh, really? Cool. Nice.
These guys are not very hard to hit.
I got pretty good aim.
Doing good.
2d4. Is that what I said? 2d4? Yeah, 2d4. That's another 4 damage.
Wonderful.
I have a random
That is
question.
enough to take him out. You fire,
Oh my god.
and you just cut the engine right off that thing, and it
Nice.
limply just kind of goes tumbling into the darkness, just floating there helplessly.
I have a random question.
Mhm.
Is a teleporter a thing we can get, or does it not exist?
Teleporting between moving ships is almost impossible.
No. I know that.
Yeah,
Any,
you got teleport.
any fool who's watched Star Trek knows that. Duh.
Unless they watch
But-
J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. Sorry.
Unless they watch the new ones, which suck and break the reality.
Anyway.
Not a point. My point was just do teleporters exist?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay, cool. Yep, that was like a thing I've been thinking about, and I was like, wait, is it real? So, cool.
Your guys' turn to move.
Yup. These guys are facing that way. Okay, so I'm gonna do my evade.
We want to try and... Our port side is vulnerable, so we want to try and turn...
Shit, it's going off the fucking map.
No, so we could do... What's going off the map?
I'm trying to like space stuff out. I'm trying to get down here and circle around them.
Check it out. We could do this. Let me... from here, we go here, then we rotate... Sorry, we can rotate before we move. Hold on. We start here. We rotate, move, rotate. Then we can move, rotate, move, and go, let's say, here. Did you see that thing I dragged?
Yeah. What are our arcs that we want them in for firing, though?
That'll put them in our starboard arc. Our port arc will be facing the asteroid, which
Yep.
is fine because
Ooh,
we want them
nice.
shielding, and then our other guns can shoot wherever, right? Like,
I
Yeah.
like Pip the Navy guy sending Percy some here's some combat tactics. Do this maneuver.
Yeah, he's like busy with one hand, like doing his engineering thing, trying to prevent this. What were you trying to prevent? The harpoon from closing?
no,
No, he's
not
trying to
I'm just
warm up
charging the drift
the
drive.
drift
Oh,
engineer.
you're just charging it. You're doing that with one hand, and then just like giving consultation on how to fly the ship.
So the hexes are kind of funky because like I wasn't sure if we want to be in that hex or that hex, but like the ideally would be between them. I just want to like get our port side covered by the asteroid.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's where you want to be?
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's Big Ship's turn.
We probably want to be one hex back from that because if he advances at all, yeah, that's what I was saying.
And you're gonna get a missile.
Not the missiles.
What's his maneuverability?
Poor, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moved
We
2
had.
stops before he could turn.
Oh, we've also been doing the scan for a couple
Oh yeah,
more
let me
rounds.
do that. Scan again.
Let me. Yeah, I had it just here. Okay, so the first round, yes, we learned that they were low maneuverability and we were a lot faster than them. And there was a lot of crew aboard, lots of life signs. We should now know their AC, total and current hull points, total and current shield points in each quadrant, and the core PCU value.
The core PCU value is 200.
What does that
Okay.
mean?
It's got 200 power units.
Oh.
And you guys should be able to see the bars now.
Yep. I'm assuming that's just health and shields.
We have the same bars, so it should correlate to us.
Ours were not right though, so I'm not sure.
Oh, I see what you're trying to say.
So I added one, but I'm not sure if that was because.
Okay, yeah, but their shields are getting low. That's good. I assume
Oh.
blue is shields.
Unfortunately, both hit. It fires its rocket, and it fires this big heavy laser gun that sort of pops out of the front and then fires at you guys. It's not a small amount of damage.
Uh-oh. On the port side?
Fuck.
It looks like on the port side.
Damn it.
Great.
Oops.
Oh, thanks. Taunt us with it
I was
first.
gonna turn around and just fucked up.
Well, I'll just roll it in the open now.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we blow up.
Our half of our ship disappears.
You don't blow up. You've still got some left. But you are gonna take some critical damage as both all of that nails you. Although, okay, yeah, you are pointing down. All of that hits, and you take. Okay, I need someone to roll percentile dice 4 times.
I can do that. What percent? Oh, wait.
Done.
I don't actually know how to roll percentile dice. Do you just mean roll a 1d100?
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
34, 30, 68, 87.
34 weapons array is glitching.
Okay.
30 sensors are glitching.
Okay, so that scan won't be working anymore. Great.
68 engines are glitching. And 87 the power core has been damaged.
So we have Bree in engineering. Is there anyone else available in engineering right now?
Just me and Bree.
I would like to switch roles and work on fixing the power core, and then have Bree work on fixing I can't remember the engines, so that Pip can keep doing his task of getting ready to go into drift.
Okay.
I haven't acted this during this set of phases, so I can switch roles.
So we did movement. We did it shooting. You guys get a shooting now.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And I think the port laser, the gyro laser, and the turret can all shoot at the big ship if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think that's probably. Do you guys think I should just go for him, or are we going to try to flee right now and just get some of these little fighters on the like as they're following us? We're still faster than it. We're looking pretty bad. I'm asking you
I
guys.
mean, we gotta flee, right? Like we don't have.
Well, and that's why I'm saying do the engineer. I'm helping with the engineering stuff because Pip's plan of like leave and drop out of drift because then if they drop out at any slightly different time from us, they'll be in a different place than us.
Mhm.
And so that's why that's a good escape plan. And we can't do that if our power core is down and our engines aren't fully functioning. So that's why I was saying we should focus on that so we can leave.
Yeah, yeah. I just mean like, should I focus on the big ship, or should I ignore it since we're gonna just
I
go
would
away from it
focus
anyway?
on the fighters because they're the things that can keep up with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
that makes sense to me.
That's a good point.
So I'm going to shoot this fighter with the flat cannon
Cool.
if I can.
Sure.
And with the this is Klob doing this. Sorry, I already used.
This is Klob. Hello, I'm Klob.
Yeah, hello, Klob here. Did I already use the starboard laser?
You haven't done any shooting yet this round.
Oh, okay, cool. Nothing in the
You
reaction.
can use everything.
Perfect, cool. He'll shoot the
All
starboard
the
laser
things.
and the aft flat cannon with the with not the fire wheel, but the other one, the one with minus
Broadside.
2. Yeah, broadside. That's it. I got really good. I got 25 and 29.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Roll some damage. I think you're going to just blow this one up.
Yep.
This is both on this guy?
This is both on the same guy, yeah.
Okay.
7 from the flat cannon, and then
Nice.
laser is going to be another 5. So 12 total.
Cool.
And then,
That
Dope.
one is not dead, but it is severely, heavily damaged.
cool. Visoth is going to target that with the turret.
Yep.
And just shoot. Nice, nat 20. Does that matter in this?
It does. It would do a critical effect, but I'm pretty sure you're just going to kill it.
Cool. Well, he's going to just kill it for the critical effect then. 'Cause
Nice.
That's one of the good ones.
Yeah, like, how much damage does that do?
I think that one's.
It does fat damage.
Oh, I did something wrong. I did 3d6 for the flat cannon. It was 3d4, but this one's 3d6.
Yeah,
So,
that min damage kills it.
This one.
Awesome. Then it doesn't matter that I messed it up because they were all at the same guy anyway.
Nice.
Lastly, sorry, who was the? Oh, it was Rhiannon.
Yeah.
Rhiannon is going to fire port gun at the only target for that is the main ship, so might as well shoot it.
Yeah.
And she is going to shoot the port gun with also the what's the last thing that I have? The gyro laser can't hit anything, can it?
The gyro laser can hit the big ship. It
Oh,
can
it can
shoot
also.
in 180 degrees in front of it.
Perfect. Gyro laser's red. She's shooting both of them. Fire at will. So -4. So she's only going to get a 6 for the gyro laser and a 18 for the normal laser.
Normal laser hits.
Cool. She's going to hit it for 6, aiming at the front or wherever the missile came from if it wasn't the front.
Nice. Laser cuts across the shields, depleting the shields some. And we're back to the engineering phase. So those systems I said are glitching,
Right. So I was gonna go
which
to
means you pretty much have a -2 to those first 3 things, and the power core gives a -2 to just everything on top of that.
So I'm gonna head to the power core, and then I'm gonna give. I guess demand is probably the best at this point for
Sure.
Bree to go fix the engines. So let me roll that for demand, because if I succeed, it'll give her +4 for fixing it, which is good. So I get that plus. Oh, okay, I have to roll another thing. I feel bad because demanding is an intimidate check. Okay, but it's 18 plus 13, so that much.
That's
Just
got it.
barking
You do it.
orders, and people just didn't realize you could be that scary. Like,
I
Yeah.
guess.
you're not intentionally scaring them. You're like, I need power in those engines now. Like, it's just,
Yeah, so
you're
I
being
grant
assertive.
a +4 bonus to one specific check.
Mhm. Yeah, I'll make an engineering check for her right now because she's
Yep.
going to try to fix the power core, patch
She's
the
got
power core.
plus 10 now.
Oh, and she crits.
Great.
She gets in there and she like her little tool arm. She goes in and she just starts fixing it, and she's able to.
Perfect.
Percy, you see the power core bars just go back up.
Great.
And she says it'll hold for a while
And then should I go try to fix the engines?
if you want.
Okay, cool.
You just did an action.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess my action is demanding that. Of
Yeah,
her.
you're captain, and you did your
Okay.
demand. Yeah.
Is there somebody else that I could send to engines?
Um,
One of the NPCs.
Pip's the only one down there. You could send Rhiannon or
Okay.
But then they'd have to come off of guns.
What about Visoff?
Vizov's on guns,
What about Vizon?
sensors.
Sensors aren't working right now,
No,
so I'll
Dact
send
is on
Vizon.
sensors, I thought.
Oh, I put Dact is not doing anything right now.
All right, Dact
Great.
can
So
come up
Dax
with the
can
engine.
go to the engine and be
Dact
like,
is
"Get those
doing the
engines
thing
working."
where he just reads the sensor logs to you. He's reading the systems to you.
Okay.
Cool.
Dact, go fix the engines.
Let me roll for Dact.
Jack's being a good little intern. Do you want that coffee now?
110 minutes ago, you idiot.
It's 15 plus 1.5 to ship tier, right? For patch.
3? I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know for patch.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's your action.
Pip would know because Pip's the
That was for
engineer.
my stuff. For patching.
I think it is.
Oh, is patching a thing in combat? I'm sorry.
I have
Yeah.
a quick
I
patch,
I
but
see.
that's all I know.
Patch. What's the DC? Oh, it's
I'm looking.
10 plus 1.5. So Dact is able to fix the engines. He's able to. Some debris has broken some connections, and he's able to reconnect them, and gets it temporarily working again, bypassing some stuff.
So is the DC actually 17 and a half? So like a 17
No.
fails and an 18 passes?
No, it's 17.
That's terrible.
You round down. Excellent. So those two things, the power core and the engine, no longer glitching.
What else is still glitching?
Sensors and weapons.
Okay.
But the things that we need to escape
Oh,
are
actually,
not
hang on. Roll a D5,
Okay.
which we can do because it's roll 20.
4.
For the port laser cannon is glitching. That's the one that's glitching.
Okay.
It's
On
just
the
a
side that got
D10
hit.
divided by 2, right?
Yeah,
Makes sense.
it's kind of like having trouble moving. Cool. That was the engineering phase.
All right. Then we move.
How many rounds left until we can go, Jake?
This is round
Do
2
the-
of 4.
Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing where you roll the piloting check.
All right.
I'm rolling piloting.
Yep.
For initiative.
Yeah.
For new round.
This is
All right.
speediness. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
We keep on forgetting about the computer. We can use 2 of those per round, not per combat.
Let's make it 30 then.
That guy's gonna right in front of you to go over here.
Isn't engineering before piloting?
It is. We just did it.
Oh, we just did it. I'm sorry. My bad.
Facing would have to be the other way, right?
What?
He was traveling to the, southeast?
They are tiny, so they have perfect maneuverability.
Oh,
They can spin around
got it.
almost however they want.
Okay.
I want the button. There we go. Right there. Great. Oh, you guys have killed 2 of them.
Yep.
Now it is Big Dude's turn. Big Dude. Chunk. 1, 2. Chunk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chunk. And it's going to stop.
Get away from those missiles!
Great. So then our move.
And now it's your move.
All right.
Go where you want. You got 12, I think, right?
Turn.
I
Move.
think you guys have the fancy
Turn.
boosters.
I can also,
Move.
so I can do maneuver whenever, right? It's the helm's phase, but like, so is fly, right? So I can just
Yeah.
do that. So if I get a DC 19, I can just reduce our turn space to 0. Which is the thing that I was trying to say at the beginning, but I was
Oh, okay.
confused
So
by
hold
what
on, let me
turning was.
rewind. We can turn however we want.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, if I get a DC 19. Which
Okay.
Probably.
I did.
There we go.
There we go.
Look
Great.
at me, I did it.
In that case, what do I have to press now? Q. There we go. We can just go fucking. We have 12.
Yeah,
I
me.
think
Straight
no,
backwards.
Let me look.
It says speed 12 on the thing.
If it says speed 12 on the thing, you have speed 12.
Great. Done.
You have speed 10, it looks like. Still very fast.
Okay. That's
Unless you guys upgraded it to 12 when you guys got to upgrade it.
I think
don't
it got
remember.
upgraded.
Yeah, it's
Well,
on
it's
the
12.
it's on the thing. Is that
It's
have
on
you
the
been looking at the
upgraded
old
sheet.
one?
Oh,
Yeah,
then
we
it's
speed 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. You're super fast.
Great.
With V fast.
We go the
That's
opposite
why we're
direction
all
of them.
Yeah. Wise.
In fact, we'll go here because then there's an asteroid between us and them, and we'll make sure that our port is not facing them at all.
Sweet. Also, science officer can move shields around whenever they want, however they want, during the helm
Oh,
phase.
that's
Oh.
good to know. We should just divide our shields evenly. I guess
Yeah, you can do that.
everything to aft right now.
So you, aft shields are at full.
Cool.
Is there a max to any side?
15 for you guys.
Oh, okay.
We
So then
just take 5 from the other 3.
we'll
Put
just
it on 4.
we could just have no shields on front for this turn because
Yeah.
nothing's gonna hit us in the front this turn.
As long as we don't crash the meteor.
Makes sense,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah. You've got no shields in the front.
When
full
do the
shields in
meteors
back.
go?
Forward shields to aft.
The meteors are always going. It's always meteor turn. Cool. Shooting time.
Sorry, I lost track
They
of our
can't
ship.
hit you.
Oh,
We're
we
over the
went
left.
way up into the
Turn
left.
first.
We're very,
Right,
very
right.
far.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my
Little ships definitely can't hit you.
Probably only our long range weapons will reach.
Can the biggest boy hit you? He can try.
There's an asteroid in the way. He should get -4.
Yeah, there is an
Two
asteroid
asteroids in the way. He's got to thread the needle.
Yeah, he's got to go left of that asteroid, and the only way to go left of that asteroid is to hit the other asteroid.
What's your guys' target lock?
I actually don't think there's a line that hits us. I don't know what our target lock
Oh,
is.
did we evade on that?
No, you super good maneuvered.
We super good maneuvered.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't find. Where's my ruler?
So what's your guys'
There's
target lock?
not a line, but he's shooting us in motion. So
I don't. 14, I think. 14.
14. He launches a missile.
Launches a missile.
Fuck.
There's no straight line.
He does not have any line of sight from any part of him.
Is it going over the fucking meteors?
Are you
He
using a
doesn't,
ruler,
he doesn't
Jake?
need it.
I absolutely am putting a ruler on my monitor, and
And it gets that far.
oh, that's right, because it's a torpedo and it can turn.
It's flying towards you.
It's really weird that the torpedoes have maneuvering thrusters.
he's
Yeah.
never gonna shoot us. He's got to thread the needle. Oh God, it's coming right for us.
And it's
threading
fast.
the
That
needle.
torpedo's about as fast as you are.
Well, then it'll never catch us.
At least we never have to take a turn. Check.
It's just like that one movie, Bus or whatever.
We can just
And-
fly at full speed away from it and shoot it at every round.
Yeah, you can do that. It'll be very dramatic.
Is it
Back
also
to the
speed
top.
12?
Yeah, it's speed 12.
Okay.
And then on the port side, this port opens and this big railgun pops out and it fires, but you duck behind the asteroid and it hits the asteroid.
Cool.
And you were like, I'm so glad that was not me. Some fancy flying from Percy. And roll those checks, fancy checks again.
Do we get a shooting phase?
Oh yeah, you do. Can you shoot at anything?
I
got
can't
line
hit
of
the torpedo. I don't have line of sight on that, but I actually have line of sight on this guy 19 hexes away. If
So-
I want to shoot him
So
with the turret.
actually, the weapons that are on the wings do have line of sight around the sides of the asteroid, but
It's true. Yeah, you could shoot that dude with the turret.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean, Jake. Yeah, like
Yeah.
the
wings are sticking out
starboard-
wide enough that like the port and starboard lasers could shoot at the missile.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
no, they don't have an
Yeah.
arc. Yeah,
Oh, do they not have an arc? Is that too far back?
yeah,
back
that's too
behind
far
me?
back behind
The
us.
flat
Okay.
cannon is a point defense weapon. It can shoot down stuff, like missiles.
Great.
Okay, well, but can the flat cannon shoot that? Then the flat cannon will shoot that,
It
and
cannot
the,
shoot it at the moment because it's blocked by the
Asteroid.
asteroid.
okay, that's fine. Either way, the turret does have line of sight of that distant fighter still.
Mhm.
So it will shoot at that. That's long range, but it is the ion cannon. I mean, not
Yep.
the ion cannon, the
Particle beam.
particle beam. Yeah. And this is Klob shooting, so that's going to be a 19, and I'm gonna use the computer just in case and make it a 20.
That is just enough.
Yes.
That is yeah. I'm imagining Klob's got like the controls and he's like lining it up just perfectly, and then he's like
Oh yeah.
creates this
Okay.
big particle beam, and you actually cut off both of this thing's wings,
Nice.
Sweet.
which seem to contain some apparatus vital for flight in space. Um, who knows what it is?
Blew up another one.
But-
Good.
I believe you mean engine compartments.
Yeah, it has no shields in its front arc, and it has 2 HP. You get it.
Cool.
Excellent. Anything else you want to shoot at?
Nope, that's the only thing I have line of sight of. I don't want to break up any of these asteroids, that's for sure.
Then we enter round 3 of 4,
24.
which is actually our 4th round because
Bing, bing. And that's where it ends, because it's only 3 or 4.
Cool. These guys aren't that good at flying.
Bunch of slow ass.
Not everyone can be good at everything. It's okay.
did we roll our initiative? Is that
Yep.
what that 24 is? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We're 24 speedy.
That one's dead.
Oh, you're right. It is.
Go shit.
It's drifting. It's not flying. It's just it was going that way already.
Sorry, there's only one that's alive then. It was just sort of under its own momentum.
Would you describe it as a box ghost?
Now it's your turn.
Great. Let me just measure real quick. 12 hexes away. Ooh, if we go here.
It's off the map, right?
Yeah, if I went in a straight line. So if we put us here and, going that way, we're
Yeah,
also
cool.
probably heading off the map in the other direction. But
No, that's okay. I can move stuff, and you've got a big asteroid between you and them.
it's
That's
fine
good.
because next turn the drift engine will be charged. So
Yeah.
this is what we want. Our port is facing empty space, and there's an asteroid.
As far as
between-
you know, there's nothing out there.
We have been still scanning him. I forgot about that. Do we know anything about
Well,
weapons?
no, our
like...
scanners are down. And we can't.
Oh, that's
repair
right.
them.
Sorry, yeah. never
No,
mind.
you can still do it. You just have a -2.
Oh, we can. Do we have anybody on that still or no?
I mean,
It-
that's all that.
It
what's his face
was
doing?
Vizon.
Vizon.
It was on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can we take that anyways, just in case we can find out if that's like a guided missile or if it's a heat seal? Like is it tracking us or is it just remote control?
It's-
I don't know if weapon
It's
info
trying
is
to
the-
go around, which is very.
It is. It
confusing.
is tracking you.
Okay.
It's doing its best to home in on you.
And
Right
it's
now, your
aware
last
of
known
the
position.
location of the meteors.
You can see them. It can avoid stuff.
That goes against every action movie I've ever seen.
This isn't a dumb missile.
We need to get 2 of them, and then we need to do a really tight spiral.
Hey, wait a minute.
Shooting phase. It has no line of sight on you at all, so it can't do nothing. I'm gonna say it could try to get you from behind that little asteroid, but you're behind a big asteroid. It can't do much. So I think what it's going to do is
Fire another missile.
just
Oh,
shoot
I
a
knew it.
missile where
I knew it.
thinks you're going to be.
So this one is not target locked?
This one is not currently target locked. It's just kind of over there.
It's a speedy missile, though.
Okay, we'll
Might
just-
not be smart, but it's fast.
We'll just turn left and go 12 X's next turn.
Go behind it, rub it in.
Get to the Berry asteroid, hang a left, and then you'll be not dead. It's good directions.
Unguided missiles in space are actually just other spacecraft.
And now it's your turn.
Unguided missiles in space are a bad day coming for someone a long way away.
We can shoot our starboard arc on the that missile. That's
Yes, you
definitely in
can.
the arc.
Totally. Starboard, turret, and gyro laser can shoot at it.
Nice. Oh, sorry.
We also probably have line of sight on the last fighter with anything that can shoot rear.
You can see it, but the flat cannon can't shoot that far.
Right. No, the
turret
turret
could.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah, the turret could.
Let's fire the starboard gun first at the missile and see what that gets us.
All right. Sorry, are we doing it from where we are, or are we moving just
We already
conceptually off the
moved.
map?
We already moved this turn. We're in the shooting phase.
Yep.
Oh, we have line of sight of that stuff? Sorry, it looks blocked to me.
We have line
the
of sight
missile's
to
in
the
the
top
upper
right.
missile. There's
Oh,
two
I
missiles.
see. I'm sorry. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, we've got line of sight to this missile,
Got it. Cool. And are we just? I'm gonna shoot that with a
the starboard cannon. Yeah.
yeah,
Starboard
or
laser.
maybe the laser up front, the gyro laser.
Sure,
Sure,
whatever.
either would work.
Shoot with the gyro.
Or
laser.
both. But,
both,
I,
that's a good
I
idea.
can demand that you do that, and so I will roll my thing
Okay, cool.
to make you shoot Mo better.
Ready.
Fire at will, she says.
And then plus a shit ton.
And then Will
Yeah.
says, "What did I ever do?"
It's 21.
It's a
plus
bazillion. You
thir-
do it. You get a
plus
plus
13. It's a shit ton. I'm very scary.
4.
How much does it actually add? Because I only rolled a 5
Plus
for
4.
one of them. Plus 4? So then I have plus 12. So it's still a 19. Yeah, it's probably gonna hit
Sweet. You with the gyro laser,
with both of them.
with both of them,
Yeah, that one
you
looks like a 30.
and you're able to hit it, and it blows up
Nice.
harmlessly.
Sweet.
Engineering phase.
Drift engines charged. That's 4 turns.
You're like, come on, boop. It's chugging. It's making unpleasant noises. You've had to do a bunch of stuff it doesn't like because it normally wants to cool down, but you're like, shut up.
And over comms, they say, "Percy, take us out."
Get us the hell out of here before they get sight with that damn harpoon again. I've never seen anything like that. It's so scary. Oh my god.
The oven is on. Sorry, everyone.
Well, while we're doing that, while that's
what
happening,
the starboard side of our ship sounds like right now.
yeah, that's all the alarms
Oh
going
my
off. in the
God,
ship.
this game is getting too real. It's starting to affect the actual world.
Is there an actual fire? Are you guys okay?
We're fine.
We're
It's
fine.
just the
Cool.
oven.
No, that's the ship's general alarm.
The port side,
Um,
not the starboard side. Sorry.
Was Rosie cooking?
The oven is on. I don't know. Who's cooking? Oh, okay. Got it. There's stuff in the bottom of the oven. Sorry, go
You
ahead.
do your engineering phase. Doesn't matter who gets the to go first, because once it's your guys' turn to move, Percy hits the drift thing. It cuts open a new hole, and you guys go through it.
Hightail it out of here.
It appears that either they didn't get in range in time, or maybe the drift harpoon doesn't work more than once, or
Or it can't
Or
shoot
they
through
let us go.
asteroids.
it can't shoot through asteroids. For whatever reason, they don't appear to be able to follow you.
Or they let us go.
And you out the other side with a couple chunks of fighter that followed you. Sort of Two of the fighters that you had been destroying sort of ended up drifting out with you. Bunch of chunks of asteroid.
Messy.
And you're out. You're on the other side.
Woo!
Oh my god, that thing was weird.
Great
Did you see
job,
that
team.
harpoon?
Pip, Percy, Cobb, whole team. Amazing work.
That harpoon thing should not have been possible.
No, right?
That's
That-
just
that
straight up
defies-
anti-science, anti-magic. That doesn't make any sense.
None of the laws of
the
arcano
Dragon's
physics that I know of accommodate that kind of device.
If I'm close enough to Pip to do telepathic, I'll be like, yeah, but now that it does exist, don't you want one for yourself?
I want four
absolutely.
for myself.
What other secret reality bending technology do the dragons have?
I don't know. Do you think that we can grow
Hopefully
this
not
thing?
much more that I become personally acquainted with.
Oh, I can't.
How long until we could go back into the drift? Because if we go back in,
If we go back in
That
now, we'll
is-
be somewhere totally different.
that's
Most
kind of what I'm
likely.
hoping. And
It's another
untrackable.
minute to charge it up again.
Yeah, but
if
then
you-
we won't be able to be tracked. It's my
Yep.
idea. So.
You're pretty sure if you tried to charge it up again in a minute right now, you'd break it.
We
But
checked to make sure these kobolds don't have any
it
trackers, right?
doesn't like to do like
We
drift,
checked,
drift,
yeah.
drift, if that's bad for it.
Okay.
And it just got damaged in the battle.
Let's get everybody that we can then working on repairing the ship.
Dax gets
Where
on
are we?
sensors and he says, "I'm detecting nothing around us, sir. We're in some Lagrange point between. I'm not even sure. Hang on. There's nothing around."
Great.
Cthulhu's here.
It's true.
And I'm detecting, it looks like, 2 wrecked of those weird little fighters drifting near us. They must have gotten sucked out with us. I'm detecting life signs on board.
The ones that we already had?
Oh,
Wait, what?
The 2 dudes we already had, or some other ones?
no. 2 of the little jets that came out of the drift with us, the
Oh,
kobolds
sorry,
that were
those like-
piloting them are still alive.
Wasn't there only
Punchy fighter.
one? What?
No.
Confused.
There were 2 destroyed ones that kind of got sucked out with you.
Oh, okay. Oh, and there's life signs on board still?
We should try to get them.
Yeah. What should we do with them? 2 of them.
I want to get them in here. Let's see if they have more information than these 2. And they didn't. They're following orders. They don't know anything about the mission. They don't know anything about us. They don't know what crimes we committed or not committed. We haven't committed any crimes, I say loudly. But if we had, they wouldn't know about it.
I just don't understand why so many people are confusing the bluebird with this red rock.
I agree. Let's get him in here. Can we take the little fighter and I can go out there and grab him? Or
We could depressurize the cargo bay and like scoop them up and then repressurize and close it.
Totally. Yeah.
okay, let's do that.
That's how we got the salvage last time.
Yeah.
Anybody that's not helping with that maneuver, so I'm sure Percy's helping with piloting for that, and Pip and Clob probably needed for that. Like I can go down to the engines and start directing everybody to just be fixing ship systems.
I can actually. I should focus on fixing ship systems because with one action I can patch 2 systems. Quick patch.
Yeah. You're down there fixing stuff real fast with Rhiannon and Bree, and you're like all hopped up on adrenaline from that fight, and you're just fixing stuff so fast they can't even keep up with what you're doing. Like Rhiannon goes to start fixing something, and you just come in under her and fix it, and then run away.
You're so small but so fast.
Outside, Percy, you're piloting it close, and Vizov and Klob are out gathering this scrap and bringing it into the cargo hold.
Ooh, chile.
Vizov is now standing there, guns ready, with the sort of separated, with the 2 cockpits sitting there, both closed.
Okay, so we got him. They're in and everything. Great. I can
Excuse me.
come up and try to smooth things over. I will come unarmed except for the knife I always have with me, but I won't have like anything out.
Cool.
And I will telepathically project into their minds, since I don't think they can hear me because they're in their ship still, and be like, we're not your enemies. We know you were just following orders. We have Gesh and Sect.
Sick. I think.
Or is it Sek? Is it Sek? I'm sorry.
S-E-K. Sek.
Oh, got it now. Okay. Spelling really helps me.
Which was 4 or 5?
4 and 5. I think Gesh is
Sek
4.
is 5.
Yeah, Gesh and
Building
Sek.
a dragon alphabet. Give me
I'll
a
say that we have.
diplomacy check.
Okay, cool. And I'm just like, we mean you no harm. We didn't want you to die out there and left to get cold in space. Okay, rolling the business. And then let me add shit from this. Okay, so what's that? Math. 17?
17. Pause. And then on both pods, the canopies, which don't look like they're designed to be like opened and closed, kind of little explosive bolts pop them off. And then peeking out of the top with some kind of little laser gun, you see the 2 kobolds.
I gesture to show that I have nothing in my hands.
Vizov is holding 4 guns.
Oh, I'll say, Vizov, at ease.
Oh. And he puts them all away.
Mentally to Vizov, I'm like, they're just fucking kobolds.
He responds, yeah, and these are new.
Yeah, well, if you shot them, there'd be nothing left of them to see how cool it was. Wait till we
You'd
find something
see.
bigger.
And that's what's important.
Yeah,
Aww.
exactly.
And he kind of backs off and tries to look less scary.
Would you be more comfortable if I brought Gesh and Sek here for you to speak with them?
Yes!
Very well. Dact. Can
yes.
you please bring the 2 kobolds that we have in here, Gesh and Sek, please?
Right on it.
I'm in
He
cargo
comes in
bay.
wheeling the cage in on a hover dolly.
Oh my god, why is he so bad at everything?
He's a bug.
I know, but I have faith in the bug. And I'll
got room in there.
I'll open the door and I'll say, Gesh, Sek, we were able to save 2 of the others.
Kel? Yeah? Who's in the other one? The other one kind of pops up. And they're like,
Tench.
what?
Tench.
Tench? Kel? Tench?
Is Tench just 10?
Tench is 9, just to be...
Just to be
Unpleasant.
a D.
And Kel is... What did I say it was?
7?
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a very important question.
Yeah?
How many claws talon does a dragon have typically?
A dragon?
Mhm.
I feel like they have 5, probably.
Oh, 5 on each?
Yeah.
Boring
Or
like humans?
it could be base 8.
That's what I'm asking.
Let's make it base 8.
So it's Tench, which is 9, but is actually 10 in a base 8 system.
Yeah.
No, wait, base
Sort of.
8 would be 10. So it could be base 9. If you want.
Sure, it can be base 9.
Do they have like vestigial toes in the back they don't use?
Does
There's a
one
religious reason
dragon
why there's
hand
that
have
extra
an
digit.
extra?
But you don't remember what it is off the top of your head.
Also, you may have just blown my mind. Do we do base 10 because we have 10 fingers? Is that why?
I mean,
Yes.
probably.
Because that makes sense, but that really
Well,
bothers me.
Yes.
not everybody does base 10. Moving
Right.
on.
Highly likely.
They are able to kind of coax them out. They kind of come out hands up. They seem to have these little like laser submachine guns, which you also haven't seen before. They have they're very plain, just green band around the muzzle. And they come out and they put the guns down and they surrender. They have identical jumpsuits to Gesh and Sek.
Nice.
And I say, I'm sorry that you had to meet under these circumstances or be reunited under these circumstances. We didn't know. We picked up Gesh and Sek back on Aposte. They were tailing us and we weren't sure why. And so we decided it'd be better to keep them with us. but I don't want you to have to be prisoners here, any of you.
I'm really excited that we're collecting a kobold army.
We don't really understand.
Can I work to do my pigeon thing at this point if they're willing?
Yes.
Okay.
And after 10 minutes, you can make your check.
Okay.
Pip, you've got the engine room in a state that will be okay.
Cool.
Everything's working.
And then I'll come over to the cargo bay then.
Can we go into drift or no?
Yeah, you can go into drift. It'll take a couple minutes, but there's nobody around.
Get that to start
No,
charging,
just curious.
just so we've got it ready.
Yeah.
When I'm gonna come over to Nala and be like, if all they really understand is like, being servants for a dragon, if you just paid them to do the same thing, morally we'd be in the right, and they would feel right at home.
Here's 5 UBP.
I'll see what I can do.
If you gave them literally anything, I'm sure they'd be ecstatic.
Mental link.
Here's a
Master
stock.
has given Dobby clothes.
Get out of my
Place.
interrogation / negotiation.
But imagine what we could do if we could shoot every gun individually.
I'm working
without
on
the
it.
penalty.
Get out.
I absolutely want a crew of kobolds crawling all around my ship.
It's like the Gizga infestation in KOTOR.
Oh god.
Or if like tribbles could do work. All right. Let me. Do you want me to roll my thing now?
Yeah.
Okay. Here goes nothing, and then plus
$1 billion?
9.
Yeah.
So I think I just
28.
Yeah, and the DC is 25. So
Yeah.
let me tell you the rule just so you know for going forward. I can only do this with those specific creatures. It allows basic communication. But I gain a +2 culture checks to create pigeon languages with similar creatures that speak the same language. So now, if we come into contact with other kobolds and they're also willing to do this, I have an additional +2 to my
Cool.
+9.
You've created kind of this pigeon to communicate more easily with them.
Yeah, in a language where we're both about the same comfort level, which I think
Yeah.
just keeps things on a more even footing.
Yeah.
So yeah, using that, I'll just be like, we'd like to have you as part of the crew. I don't want you to be prisoners. If you don't want to be on the crew and you'd rather take refuge somewhere, we can try to get you there. And just try to see what they want.
They seem confused by offers besides you're just on our crew now. But seem okay with that. They feel like that's a great alternative to being put out an airlock.
Okay.
Or left to die in space.
I think we have a cabin that's left still, but let me look.
They don't bring it up.
I know, but I'm saying I'm looking. Lily's
They can all
asking.
sleep in the engine
We'll
room
fit
with
in the
me.
vents, don't worry.
I feel
I'm
like
gonna give them one room to share. There's
You
only
guys
4 of them, and they're really
fabricate
small.
them some dog beds? Probably
Yeah,
be pretty
that's
cool.
kind of my plan. Is
Right?
to make
Like-
them like some little stuff.
They can just sleep in the engine room with me, and they'll be my little minions, and they can help me do things around the ship.
Don't want them in the engine
That's
room.
exciting.
Pip.
The engine
want
room's a
them to
great
have
place
their
to
own
sleep.
space.
The engine just lulls you right to sleep. It just.
Like
Pip
Planet
does
Kobolds
a
come from.
really
It's very
remarkably
quiet.
good impression of the engine.
Yeah, if I can, I'd like to get them their own room where it's just the 4 of them. And I'll give them like some little beds and some supplies and like a tea set or something, and a fucking plant. And a plant. I don't know. I don't know what they need to thrive and be happy.
They are overwhelmed.
Good. That's my goal.
Percy,
hey,
you're up flying, and the sensor logs from that whole fight are still up there. Are still up. They haven't been put away.
is there some remarkable information about that ship?
Yes, if you go through it, first, it looks exactly like those ships you saw attack the steward ships off Kalomohi.
Oh,
Okay.
Same strange shape, same, looks like similar stealth tech.
so Redrax is ride or die on this whole thing, huh? Despite the stock issue.
You see, you're looking more at the sensor logs from when the drift harpoon was used, and everything about it breaks the rules. It seemed like the drift trying to close on it was creating energy that kept it open,
Huh?
which is an incoherent
They
result.
reverse the polarity of the neutron flow?
It's incoherent. It does not make sense. It's like some negative mass nonsense.
This sounds like all the weird devices that
Dark
the
energy.
Bauer cultists always come up with, and that never work when they turn them on. They always just like fizzle out or burn
Yeah.
up
Nothing.
or whatever. You
Yeah,
know?
no.
They're
It's,
feeding from the dark dimension.
your readings are like, that's totally incoherent. That doesn't make any sense. That means nothing. As well as all of their weapons were sort of similar to stuff you recognized, but that laser's efficiency was way too high for a ship that size. Its engines were too efficient, and those missiles, Klob should not have been able to shoot it. He got lucky.
Right.
Huh.
Like, everything about this ship is amazing in ways that you didn't know stuff could be great.
So we saw the ship of the other guy, the red assassin,
Mhm.
right? And it wasn't this incredible, right?
It was
quick,
quite
right?
nice. It was very nice, but you didn't
Quick
have
and
good sensor
small.
logs from it. It wasn't shaped like this one.
I just remember it being quick and small.
This one is it's asymmetrical, covered in these jagged shapes you think to maybe deflect radar and other sensors, but there's something weird about it. It's kind of very vaguely organic in its organization. You can't put your finger on it. It's weird.
Does it bear any resemblance?
This looks nothing like any other dragon ship you're familiar with.
If it's something that Percy makes the rest of us aware of, I'm curious how similar it is to the druid ships
I'll tell everyone.
in
The
its
Xenowarden
design.
ships?
Huh?
Yeah, you look at it, Manala, if you look at this data, you see some similarities to like hive ships and seed ships in that it's kind of living, but very much different.
I'll just bring that up and add it to the data that we have.
Really strange what you're looking at.
Yeah, sounds it. Is there any way for us to tell from the data that we were able to gather with sensors during the time we were with it of like potentially like where it came from or anything like that?
You have the broken fighters, which would be better because you can analyze them more thoroughly.
I think it'd be worth it to get started on that. I can do that.
Blue ion.
Cool, you can get started on that. If Vizov brings up that he's putting away their little submachine guns and they have no serial numbers, and they similarly are very advanced. They're not like particularly destructive, but their batteries are really efficient. They're cooling. He doesn't know what its heat sink is made of, but it's something that's better than anything that he's ever seen. You can get on the market.
We gotta get one of these Debris and Pip to take the whole. Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm feeling too. Very much an in-house job. The no serial numbers means it's not. Yeah, exactly. Blue ion. So I'd like to know what this is, what it's made of, and see if we can make our own and make them better. So I'd definitely like to get that in the hands of the engineers, and then once we figure out what the hell it's made of and how it works, if we can go to the lab and try to fabricate something similar. If it's any good. And if it's not any good, I'd like to improve it.
We'll do those checks next week to analyze all this data.
That sounds good. I will write those things down.
And we'll do checks later to see how much you can salvage from these ships.
Okay.
But for now, the drift engine's ready to go. You think it'd be a very short hop to Freeport Station.
Freeport.
Is that not where you wanted to go?
We've been going to Arquand this whole time.
True.
Oh, my bad.
True. Well, we had to go to Apostate to get the stuff,
Yeah.
but now we do have these kobolds.
Apostate's already in the edge of the system, right? So that was
Right.
I misheard last week.
No, it's okay. The thing I wanna do before we get to Arquand,
This just
we can
confirms
do it while we're in the drift, is I want to analyze the pills in the lab that we got, because they were saying they have like a potentially like really damaging effects if you take too much.
Mhm.
Like you just die, I guess. So I wanted to.
Stroke,
You give it to
right?
Dr. Bazan, and she does. They do some
Yeah.
analysis, And their thing is, yeah, don't take too much of this, or it'll give you schizophrenia.
Cool.
It'll cause some severe breaks with reality.
Great. Just great.
Writes in Sharpie on the back, 1 every 4 hours. Do not take more than like 5 in a day.
Got it. Sounds good.
Almost covered for the whole day.
Sorry.
Well, that maybe this will all just blow over. Maybe they won't be able to find us to Arquan, right? You know, it's gonna be great over there.
I don't know what it'll be over there, but I definitely intend to find out. I don't know if Percy also wanted to do surgery before we went to Arquand, his eyeball surgery.
Oh, I'm not doing surgery. I have a different plan.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Sounds
going
good.
to eat them.
I'm going to
For
make them.
dessert.
I'm going to make them into goggles with a heads-up display.
Ooh.
Oh, Jordy
nice.
LaForge style. Nice. Okay, I dig it.
Keep my eyeballs.
Yes.
How about I keep my eyeballs and raise you yours? Yeah.
Excellent.
Sounds
You
good.
guys shoo, go back into the drift on your way to Arquand.
Sounds good.
As you had come out of the drift way outside of the Pact Worlds, just in interstellar space.
Cool.
How many kills are we at?
Feels like a lot, honestly.
Dude,
The
that ship
ship's
was
hull,
definitely like 3 kills.
the ship's hull is severely damaged. But at some point you can stop and fix it.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it's pretty messed up.
You're like, whose ship? Oh, our ship.
We had plenty of time floating in space there, like
Yeah, you could
before the jump. Yeah.
spend I
Some
think it's
UBPs.
10 UBPs per hull point.
Holy shit. Okay.
Wow, that's actually really expensive. It's,
Yeah.
it's you just like
And then you can do engineering checks to reduce the amount required. But we can do
Yes.
that all next week.
Okay, great.
real
Okay.
nice. You stick a bunch
I'll
of
write that down
UBPs in
too.
a
Hull
spray
repair.
can and just spray can
And
your hull back.
before that happens, I'm going to say everybody levels up. Because you
Woo!
survived a fight with a much tougher spaceship.
Hey,
By escaping cleverly, which I
Mhm.
think was definitely the best plan.
Ooh,
You've
do I
learned
get-
new things about the world, new questions about Blue Ion, their involvement. What are they doing? What are those jerks up to?
And Ridgerex is still mad at us.
And he still wants you dead. That bounty's still out on you guys.
Yeah.
And as my dog is barking a lot, I will say good night, everybody. See you next week, 7:15. But before we go, I believe I have an announcement.
Yes. Tune in. I mean, not really an announcement, just our regular pitch.
It's a
Tune
big,
in.
exciting announcement.
The big exciting announcement is that we're playing on Wednesday like normal. All 6 players will be back on one stage together. And by stage, I mean your screen. Yes, all 5 of us here, plus 2 more other people.
Exciting.
For
7 whole folks.
Princes of Azamar, our weekly D&D stream this Wednesday, 7:15 p.m. Pacific, as the party leaves the 9 deserts with the amulet in tow, and they will be returning to Isik just in time for the Ascent Ball.
Ooh.
Another ball? We love
Oh.
parties, apparently.
Nadam is so excited.
I'm sure he is.
So tune in this Wednesday, 7:15 p.m. Pacific, for some D&D.
All right. Adios, everybody.
Goodbye.